Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I don't know about you guys, but I've spent so much money on different cleaning supplies hoping they'd solve the problem I bought them for. And more times than not, they end up a big flop and I just end up back at the store spending more money. And most of this cleaning supply just end up pushed back in my cabinets collecting dust. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys some cleaning hacks that will hopefully save you guys some time and some money. So definitely stick around throughout this whole video and let me know in the comments what you guys thought about the hacks and what you guys thought about my before and after shots, because I know I was completely shocked when I seen them side by side, and I'd love to hear what you guys thought when you seen them as well. And if you're new to the family and have yet to subscribe, why not? I'd love to have you guys join the family, so hit that subscribe button right now and join. And as always, if you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up so I know you guys like this content and want to see more from me. Without further ado, let's jump right in. For this hack, all you'll need is a bucket, OxiClean, hot boiling water, and your microwave screen. After gathering your supplies, combine the hot water and OxiClean. Make sure you have enough water to cover the microwave screen. As you'll see, that was a mistake I made, but just like me, if you didn't add enough water, all you'll have to do is flip the screen midway through and you'll still get wonderful results, as you'll see in the end. You'll just let this sit for about 10 minutes, and checking out the results I got, looking at the water, you can tell it took off some major grime. So now I'm just going to rinse off the screen and let it dry before putting it back underneath the microwave. But just looking at it, it almost looks brand new. For this hack, you'll need cleaning vinegar, Dawn dish soap, and a spray bottle. You'll just combine 2 parts vinegar and 2 parts dish soap into the bottle and give it a good shake before using. And what this does is combine the degreasing action in the Dawn with the residue removing action of the vinegar, creating a thick sprayable solution that breaks down even the toughest grime. I'm telling you guys, this stuff is so amazing. So I'm literally going to cover the microwave with the spray. Cooking items that are greasy really splatter up here, so I just want to make sure I'm really covering all the areas and really saturating it. And then I'm just going to take my Scrub Daddy, which I will say should be in everyone's cleaning arsenal. It works wonders throughout the house in so many different areas. Anyways, I'm going to take that and really scrub it down with some elbow grease until I don't see any residue left. And then once that's done, I'm going to take my microfiber cloth and wipe it all down to make sure I've got the spots. And another tool I must have is a toothbrush, guys. I'm going to use this and get into those little nooks and crannies, and I love using this throughout the whole house because it really can get into those tight spots like the whirlpool sign. And then what we are left with is a super shiny polish thanks to this wonderful solution. We are going to be using the same solution in the previous hack, except this will be used on hard water stains. And since I have stubborn hard water stains, I'm also going to add some Barkeeper's Friend. If you guys have trouble with hard water stains, this is a great cleaning product to use on your showers, toilets, and sinks. Not a lot of scrubbing is required, plus it's great with hard water. And now that I have both product on, I'm just going to add some water to my sponge and really mix that product together before finally wiping it all clean with my dry towel. And I can already see the difference. But if you really want to make it shine, I'm going to show you guys my next hack, which is something everyone has in their kitchen, and that is Pam spray. But you guys can also use olive oil and just wipe it right on the faucet and give it a really nice shine for that finishing look, you guys. For this fifth hack, I'm going to use cleaning vinegar, baking soda, Dawn dish soap versus Easy Off on my stovetop. The first half, I'm going to use Easy Off, which never lets me down, but has an intense smell. Even the odorless has a smell to me, which is why I don't use it that often, if you couldn't tell by the way my stove looks. And I'm just going to spray this on pretty heavily and then leave it on overnight before I touch it. And then for the other side, I'm going to try a trick I recently seen and see if I can find a solution that works as well as the Easy Off without that harsh smell. And as you saw, I just heated up the stove elements for a second and then shut them off before pouring the baking soda directly on it. And then after, I'm adding some Dawn dish soap right onto the baking soda. And then watching the video, I guess it's supposed to bubble up like that. And then I'm just gonna mix this up together and really wipe that into the stovetop. And then after that, I'm gonna grab my cleaning vinegar and pour this directly on to the solution on the stovetop. And once this is all poured, I'm gonna take my sponge and then just start scrubbing away. And it's supposed to start lifting the burnt food off, but like as I'm wiping, I don't see a lot coming off like I seen in the video. It was pulling up right away. And it might just be because I have some really bad burnt on food, because like as I'm wiping, I can see that it's working, but it's not working in the major spots that I need it to. Let me know in the comments if this is something you have tried and it actually was successful. But for me, it's really looking like a flop, sadly. So tomorrow, I'm going to come back and check on the Easy Off results. But while that's sitting here, I'm just going to move on to the next hack, guys. If you guys have yet to try Windex on your couch, it is a complete game changer. Even though we only allow water out here, if it gets spilled, it still leaves stains as well as whatever else the kids think they're sneaking in here. But I'm going to be using Method Glass Cleaner. I love the mint smell it leaves behind when I'm done cleaning the couch. But any window cleaner should work. I do advise checking a spot like I did next to the cup holders here just to make sure it won't ruin your fabric. But now that I know it works, I'm going to saturate these stains as good as possible and use a scrub brush to really work in the stains and just keep going different directions to really get it into the couch and work those stains. And I'm just going to repeat this process throughout the couch. Okay guys, I just got this side done and I'm gonna do the other side, and then I'm gonna let this sit overnight before coming back and checking it, just giving it that time to fully dry. Okay guys, it's the next day and the couch has completely dried and it looks like almost all the stains are gone. Even though it's completely dry, it's not done. It's still a little hard to touch, so you'll just take your scrub brush over the couch again and break that cast so it goes back to this suede soft touch, and then you're completely done. Since it's now morning, I want to go back and check the stove. It looks like you can see all the burnt food areas have been brought to the surface and the foam's now hard and dry. So I'm just going to take a wet sponge and start wiping the cleaner off. And if you guys notice, there is a lot more brown water that's coming up compared to the other side that I did last night. So I'm hoping that this is a sign that this is really working. And I'm just going to take my sponge and wipe off all of this solution and really get it saturated. And after I'm done doing this, I'm actually going to switch and grab my Scrub Daddy just so I can really work up the rest of what's left on the stove. And then once that's done, I'll just go ahead and dry it off and make sure that there's no spots. And then I'm going to do a side-by-side check and look at the difference. You can see all the burnt food was lifted up on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and use the oven cleaner on the other side. And then here is the after picture, and you can see that oven cleaner really did the job on this. But if you guys have any other ideas besides Easy Off, let me know in the comments. Now I'm going to show you guys how to clean your blinds quick and easy. All you'll need is a disposable glove, an old sock, and you just put that on top of your glove, and then some rubbing alcohol, and I put mine in a spray bottle. But this hack is so simple. I just spray down my blind and then pinch the blind between my hand and rub across. That way I'm getting both the top and the bottom of each blind. I love this trick because it doesn't take much time, and being that I have white blinds in my kitchen, they tend to get dirty fast, and it only takes a couple minutes of my day to wash these down and really get them clean. And as you can see, I just rip that disposable glove right off, and then I can throw the whole thing away, and my hands don't smell like alcohol by using that glove. And then we're just taking a final look, and you guys can see how clean that got and what little time that took, and we're all done and ready for the next hack. I don't know if I'm the only one that doesn't like cleaning their oven, if you couldn't tell, but today I'm going to give this oven a facelift that won't take all day. First, preheat your oven to 200 for about 10 minutes. And with this hack, I'm going to try different cleaning product on each side like I did with the stovetop. And starting on this side, I'm going to use some Easy Off and just spray it on and let it sit while I move on to the other side. And for this side, I'm going to sprinkle some barkeeper powder, just spreading it evenly to where I want it. And then after I'm done, I'm just going to pour some water on top just to make it more of a solution. And then while that's setting, I'm going to move on back to the Easy Off side. And as I'm scrubbing, I can immediately see some of the grime coming off, which is great. So I'm going to finish scrubbing as much as I can off, but I can already tell that not all of it's going to come off. So what I'm going to do is take my scraping tool and just scrape the rest of that burnt on food. And even though I have to use my scraper, it is still coming off really easy. So now getting a wet sponge, I'm going to start working on the other side. I'm hoping that it does just as good, but I can already tell it's not really budging like the Easy Off did. So I'm going to give it a little bit more scrubbing action, but I think I'm just going to scrape it with a scraper after I'm done and see what I can get up with that. And as you guys can see, this scraper isn't budging at all. So what I'm going to do is just use some Easy Off again and really try to get the rest of this clean just like the other side. So sadly, the barkeeper was a flop. Let me know in the comments what you guys like to use for your oven cleaner. I have seen some other products I want to try, and maybe I'll save those for my next hack, but I'd love to hear what you guys use. I will say Easy Off did wonders and made a huge difference in the store though. Moving on to the bathroom, we're going to tackle the film on my shower doors. Using the Dawn vinegar solution that I had made earlier, I'm just going to spray this on both doors. And with that complete, I'm going to grab this Barkeeper's Friend and sprinkle it on a sponge and just wipe this all over the solution. And then once I have this all wiped up, I'm going to leave it sit on the doors for about 10 to 15 minutes. And now that it's all done, I'm just going to take a wet sponge and wipe it all down. And then once I know that I have all of the cleaning supplies off, I am then going to show you guys another hack. And right away you can see a difference now that it's done. I can actually see the door. So my next hack, I'm going to take this Rain-X that you usually use for cars, and I'm just going to run this all over the door and then just wipe this down. And what this should do is just prevent the water from just sitting there and creating those water spots. It should actually just rain down like it does when you use it on your car. And I'm just going to test it with some water, and as you can see, it's already beating up and running down. So this is exactly what you want when using this. And with this hack, guys, this completes the video. I just want to wish you guys a happy new year, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. And again, if you guys like this content, please don't be afraid to give it a huge thumbs up. And I hope you guys have a wonderful year, and I will see you on my next video, guys.